Alright guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Before I start this review, I'd need to apologise to EMG watches. I actually forgot I had this. And the bloody Kickstarter campaign has started and finished. It was fully funded though, so good news. So I just apologising. I put this in the wrong watch box instead of my normal bigger watch box with all the review watches inside it, and I totally forgot about it, so I apologise. Anyway, I'll just do I mean, as I say, the Kickstarter campaign's finished, it's gone, so the least I can do is a quick video on the watch, give you the specs and whatnot. Right, play the intro. Right guys, let's get into it then. Price of these, $400. EMG watches is like a collaboration between Eddie, Derek and Eric. And I have, in fact, as most of you know, I love white dial watches. And I was actually thinking the other day, what was the first white dial watch that I really fell in love with? And it was actually from EMG watches, the Nemo Diver. That was one of the first watches I reviewed when I was just doing the written stuff back in 2019. And I loved that watch. I actually bought it twice. I bought it first because nobody knew who I was right at the very beginning. Then later on, I regretted selling it. Then I bought it again. I really loved that watch. And I wish that they would do a Nemo version 2. I really do. Anyway. Right, these watches. The version 2 of the Horizon Chronograph. Right, specs. The case. It's 316L stainless steel, as you'd expect. The measurements, obviously this is a square watch, so it doesn't have a diameter. It's basically 38mm by 38mm, like the actual case itself. The lug to lug slightly larger at 46.5mm, has a total thickness of just over 13mm, and it has a 22mm lug width. The weight, I don't know, I've not got my scales or anything here handy. As I say, I'm just trying to get this review out and to apologise to EMG watches, obviously. Right, the movement inside this is a Seiko ST1901. It's mechanical hand wound chronograph. It runs at 21,600 vibrations an hour, and it has a 45-hour power reserve. I'll show you the case. Brushed in the middle with polished accents along the top and the bottom and on the pushers and the crown. The crystal, by the way, is domed sapphire. Does have AR coating on it. It's all very nice. 22mm lug width, as I mentioned. The finishing is good. Aye. Polishing's high quality as well. There's the star of the show, really, is the movement. Case back is brushed, it's screwed down. Not screwed. Wait a minute. Screwed in. Basic specs. And I mean, these movements are, I've had a fair bit of experience with these and I've never had one that's failed on me yet. Good finishing, and it's just amazing to look at. So it is. Oh, it'd be handy if I had the watch running. Yeah, it's running now. As you can see, the sub-dial at 9 is... It looks actually more smooth sweep than it actually is, because the sub-dial is quite small. Right guys, the strap itself, obviously it depends on what colourway you get, but this one is German leather and it's extremely soft, really, really pliable. 22mm at the lugs, tapers down to 16. A single keeper, which is nice. And you have stainless steel hardware obviously matching the watch. And it is, you can see it's brushed and polished as well. And it's signed. So, happy days. Water resistance is 100 metres, which is perfect for this style of watch. The exhibition case back and all that, I mentioned all that. Am I missing anything? The dial, of course. That's the last bit, really. Applied hour markers all the way around. Obviously, 2 sub-dials, one at 3, one at 9. On this version, it's like a really pale blue across the middle there. And an orange chronograph hand. The rest, it's all printed, like the minute track and all that. But it, you know, and the name and everything there, the logo. But aye, oh, polished screws as well on each corner. Oh, it's nice. To be honest with you, it's not my cup of tea. It's not a watch that I would, you know, make a beeline for in the morning. It's not my style. I mean, 38mm, but because it's square and it's 38mm by 38mm, you might think, oh, it's quite small, but it's quite large because of the whole squareness. It's just no something that I would wear. It's not my style, but it is nicely put together, and the finishing and the build quality is lovely. So I would recommend it. Am I missing anything else? Polish hands, by the way. It's all good. Rather than taking any B-roll for this video, I'm just going to give you a loom shot. As we are, I'll just turn these lights off. It's not as dark as I normally have it, but I'll give you a rough idea. It's more like a day loom shot than a night shot. In fact, let me zoom in a bit. Right. Aye, the loom, perfectly fine for a chronograph. So it is. I don't have any issues. What's BGW9, by the way, as you'd expect. And that's basically it, guys. I do recommend this watch. If this is your cup of tea, you might like the tag Monaco, that kind of style, you know. So I definitely recommend it. And once again, I apologise to EMG watches. I forgot. Sorry. Right, guys, that's it. I'm going to go. Just a quick video of the day, as I mentioned. Please like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.